The vision was relatively simple. The building's history and architecture sort of dictated the styling of the spaces. The industrial sort of backdrop was really what was primordial for the choice of how we structured and how we stylized the spaces. So our work really was an homage to the place. You walk in and you have a sensation of just a higher vision of what would be a industrial space. The inspired choices were really using these very industrial materials in new ways. So you walk in, you have steel walls and that are waxed, that have gentle uplighting. We're really using like the raw steel in a way that's almost like a wallpaper, if you will. Wood ceilings that you would essentially have found at the time, also like a mill floor. The flooring is all hard surfaces. It would have been concrete, I guess, at the time, and we've opted to change it to marble to give it, again, more richness. Even our detailing, where we're using white oak, it becomes almost like all old oak cabinets and oak wall paneling, but again, more refined. We've sort of eliminated the circulation. What's nice is they are actually spaces to be used. So when you walk into the reception, you're immediately, if you're going to your apartment, you're sort of immediately taken away from these spaces. So these spaces really become gathering spaces and spaces where you can stay with other members of your family or friends, and really meant to be used as an extension of your apartment. The cafe in the back has the versatility of having a lot of tables together or just singular, where you can sit, write notes, talk to people, get online, make yourself a coffee, make yourself a drink. And that extends also to the outside with the pool and the barbecue area and the cafe, even outside. There's been a shift with the coronavirus. There's been a shift really to be able to entertain outdoors and to be able to see people outdoors. And I think that's something that's not going to change. So part of the work was really critical as it relates to the indoors and outdoors. And I think that's a bit the magic, is that you're sitting inside by a fireplace and you're intimate and everything, but at the same time, you open the doors out to a covered space that has another backdrop of fireplace. You're sort of sheltered almost into a court with these with a lush landscaping, and you have intimate spaces that are both inside and outside. So the link of also how those are also placed like the grid of the mill. So everything follows through. The columns of the gazebo are where the columns are inside. The fireplace faces the fireplace inside and outside. All of that sort of is also lit and created in a bit of a fantasy where these stone walls end up floating and landscaping ends up growing behind it. I think the ingenious part of the project is really keeping the spirit of the industrial and turning it into something luxurious.